When it comes to managers losing their jobs, do you think the results, the fans, or the media plays the most important role? Because when you talked about Ruben Amorim, for example, you both agreed that actually the nature of the defeat is more important than defeat itself. So do you think that reaction from fan base and things, like if fans are turned on Ruben Amorim now, do you think he'd still have his job? You don't have to apply this to Manchester United, but I'm wondering what you think are the most important factors when it comes to those decisions being made.
I think it totally depends on the owners and the circumstance at the club. When I said that I think there's another couple of managers, the other two managers I would say who are in bigger danger would be Keith Andrews at Brentford and Vitor Pereira at Wolves. He just signed a new contract, but I think results will dictate to those two whether they're still in jobs by January. And I think sometimes it is just the pressure of staying up. I think United's a different situation because it's not really about relegation. It's about the long-term aims and the project with him. So I just think every club's slightly different. So I don't think there's one thing that dictates, but I think results are the key thing. I think results is 70-80% of it. I really do.
Dan, we also talk a lot about managers losing dressing rooms. Once they've lost them, that's it. It's game over. What do you think happens when that happens from the inside? How do you imagine that plays out?
I think what you had tend to happen is, one, the player that manifests itself on the pitch with the performances where the players aren't giving their all, but it's also with the players who aren't playing. You've got players who are not in the squad or they're not playing, they're just sat on the bench and they're just contributing to the negative atmosphere and negativity around what's going on. So it all kind of ties in together and it just makes for a real mess.
How many managers do you think in the Premier League are absolutely secure no matter what happens? Let's say 8 losses in a row. Do you think anyone survives 8 losses in a row?
Arteta would. I think Arne Slot is halfway there almost, but he will probably be okay. Not many. Guardiola had a series of losses last year and he was fine. He's got enough cash in the bank.
Yeah, I think about half a dozen would be secure. I think, I think Glasner and Areola probably could survive that if push came to shove. I think David Moyes possibly could. Eddie Howe would be able to survive that. So about half a dozen.